Cambodia. Got through immigration fine, just did a 6-hour bus from Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam to Phnom Penh in Cambodia. And then me and Mona, the girl I've been travelling with for the past few days, went and got food and just kind of walked around, got used to everything. But off the bus I got a little bit lost. Me and Mona are in different hostels tonight because we couldn't get the same one. But I put the address of the hotel into Google Maps and let GPS like track me as I was walking, so I knew which direction I was going in. And I was walking from the bus and I was like, this just doesn't seem like a touristy area. Like, I wouldn't expect hostels to be there. There's lots of locals looking at me, and I thought they're used to like tourists here all the time, they wouldn't look at me like this. It was very strange. Anyway, I got to where the blue dot was, where my hostel was meant to be, and it was like nothing. It was just like a shop, and I was like, oh god. So I looked at the address on the wall, and they looked similar, but it wasn't the right one. So I asked the shopkeeper and showed him the address I was meant to be, and he's like, oh no. He spoke all right English, and he was like, you're really far away. And he got the map up on his iPad and showed me that I was meant to be by the river, which was like ages away. So he called his mate who had a bike, and got the address and everything. He let me use his Wi-Fi so that we could double check the hotel was the correct one. And then I had to get a bike down back to the hostel, but I finally got here and it was fine. So I've come to the museum of C21 today. This is where the final 14 people from the Khmer Rouge were put to rest, because they were the only ones that were ever found. So these used to be a high school, and then they become the C21 prison, where they tortured everybody and killed them, and now it's a museum. Blood. This structure was originally from when it was a school, and they would use it as a clown frame. But when Angkor took over, it was done for torture, so they would hang them up and then drop them into containers like the bottom, which was filled with human waste as a form of torture. Finished walking around the museum, and I didn't really have a knowledge of the whole massacre, but I don't really know what to say about it. It's just horrible. And you got to see all the cells, a lot of the bones of people, loads of photos because they documented like everything. Just, I don't know, it was horrible. We're now at the killing fields after having some lunch. This could get emotional. So just found out that 3 million out of 8 million people in Cambodia were killed during the 3 years. So it works out that it's 1 in 4 people. Just horrendous. This is known as the killing tree. And it's next to a pit that has women and children in. I've come to the National Museum. It's a very pretty building. This building far more fascinating than the stuff in it. So I've had some lunch, now I'm heading to the Royal Palace. I tried to do this first thing but it was closed, but apparently it's now open, so time to explore. Run back to my hostel to get changed because I was dressed inappropriately because I had my shoulders and my knees showing, so now I'm fully dressed and I'm sweating. But this is so pretty, like I really appreciate its like beauty, but life is so much harder without a tour guide. Like you don't want to splash out every time because individual like sites are really expensive to hire a tour guide for, but like I've learned in these types of places there's a reason for everything, why it looks like this, why there's so many temples, each temple represents something different, and I don't know, I'm walking around just appreciating its beauty but not really knowing what I'm actually looking at, and that irritates me a bit, so I might go back and research now and try and like put together what it all means. A little later on now, I've had a refreshing shower, put eyeliner and mascara on, got my favourite shorts on, trying to make myself a bit more pretty and I'm going to a traditional dance show back at the museum for this evening. Well, this is rather delightful. journey. So I've been at the beach for the past 5 days, and this is the only footage I got. So I was very naughty. I just couldn't be bothered, and because I did nothing, I went from laying on the sunbed by the beach, having a bit of a swim, to then going back to my hotel, eating and sleeping. I just couldn't be bothered to do anything, so there wasn't much point filming me doing the exact same thing for all 5 days. But now I've travelled all this way and I'm almost back in Vietnam, so I'm proper east, and I've just got an overnight in this really disgusting hotel, which is my fault because I booked it, but it was £2.50 for the night, so I can't really complain. These sheets are a bit dodgy though. And yeah, so I'm here because I'm volunteering for 3 days at an elephant sanctuary, which is going to be awesome, I hope. So I'll be doing that on Christmas Day, and that's when I finish, so that'll be really cool. But just to show you the distance that I travelled today, so I started here, so right at the bottom of Cambodia, started here and went back into the capital, and then caught another bus, and then we travelled like up this road here, like right across the border, and now I'm here. And then they pick me up from this little cafe tomorrow, and then we go out into the jungle for 3 days of trekking, washing elephants, probably cleaning up after them, and I think it involves like bits of building as well, like their general like area. So that'd be really cool. I don't know how many people work there, I don't know how many volunteers like myself there'll be, but I'm really looking forward to it. Also, because I've been at the beach for so many days, I need to open another letter from Laura, which is to open on when you've had your first day at the beach. So the goodies is sun cream protective stick. It's quite handy to have in your day bag. Ooh, loads of cocktail umbrellas. Does it suit me? And what does the letter say this time? She says that she's very jealous. I need to get my legs out for the lads and get a decent tan that would put Rihanna to shame. Thanks.